Do hangover prevention pills actually work? And what about hangover relief pills? I mean, you've had a few drinks. Can you actually prevent the hangover or make that hangover go away if you take a pill? I'm going to give you guys the answer. I'm Dr. Jen. It's good to see you. And we're going to jump right into the pills, and I've got lots more information for you, so don't go anywhere. When we talk about hangover prevention pills, a number of the pills that I've seen on the market consists of different vitamins, minerals, and things like that. Now, I have no problems with that. But my issue or problem is I'm not really sure that these are going to work to prevent your hangover. Well, why do I say that? Because we don't have a lot of evidence that necessarily says they do this. Now, I will say that some people who take hangover prevention pills may say, oh, no, it works for me. And okay, I hear you. But in terms of solid evidence that these are a slam dunk and will prevent a hangover every time and the way you want, I can't say they're going to do this. Now, let's go over to hangover relief pills. Like after you've had something to drink, and you got a hangover, can you take a pill to make that hangover go away? Now, this is interesting because, yes, some of these pills I saw contain like minerals and vitamins, and the same thing, I have to say the same thing about those, which we don't have a lot of evidence. But some of these hangover relief pills actually contain things like what we call NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, things like ibuprofen or aspirin, and sometimes they're also mixed with caffeine. What I will say about that is that sometimes that sort of anti-inflammatory component of the NSAID medication, as well as caffeine, could help you feel better in terms of your hangover symptoms. So that, for some, might actually work. But let me tell you some surefire ways to kind of reduce your hangover, okay? Because as you can tell, I don't think a pill is exactly where it's at. Let me first tell you, well, you guys know the symptoms of a hangover, right? It's different for everybody, but we're talking things like nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, stomach aches, things like that, headaches, fatigue, your blood pressure might go up. You might feel a little like spinning, right? Okay? Your blood sugar goes lower. There are other symptoms as well. What causes this, you might ask? And I'm telling you this because you actually need to understand what causes these symptoms to know why I suggest, or why I'm going to suggest these solutions that I'm going to suggest for you, okay? So what's causing you to feel this way? Well, number one, dehydration. When you drink alcohol, it's a diuretic. It makes you urinate. It's going to dehydrate you, okay? The other thing is alcohol tends to plummet our blood sugar, so we don't feel so good because our blood sugar tends to be low. But also, alcohol can be an irritant for our gastrointestinal tract. It can irritate our stomach and the stomach lining, which can then lead to nausea and vomiting and kind of just that unwell feeling sometimes you get. The other thing too, okay, sleep. Now, alcohol can make you sleepy and want to go to sleep, but you don't sleep well on alcohol. It actually fragments our sleep. And that fragmented sleep, when you get up the next day, can actually cause you feeling fatigued and can contribute to the symptoms of the hangover that you might have. Also, there can be some sort of increase in general in inflammation. There can be some electrolyte abnormalities. There are plenty of other reasons why alcohol causes us to have the symptoms I mentioned. But now, for the things I consider surefire bets to not have a hangover or get rid of your hangover, okay? Number one, may not seem so glamorous, but it's really important to mention, just don't drink, right? I mean, the best way to not have a hangover is to not drink at all. Okay, let's say that's not the option you choose. The second is to drink only in moderation. Well, what is that? That is no more than 1 drink per day for women. That means no more than 7 drinks per week for women, or no more than 2 drinks per day, or 14 drinks per week for men. Okay, keep that in mind, drink in moderation, okay? But let's keep going. We talked about the dehydration component of hangover symptoms. If you do choose to drink 1 glass of water in between each alcohol drink you have. That will help you. It will not only help you slow down in terms of the amount of alcohol you're drinking, but it will also help keep you hydrated. That's very important. The other thing I would say too is make sure that you're eating before you drink alcohol and or during, okay? That sort of carbohydrate load, the food is going to help delay and slow down the absorption of the alcohol into your bloodstream. That will help you, okay? That will help in the long run. And by the way, a lot of people wonder if like eating greasy foods the next day helps. Well, by that time, I mean, the alcohol has already been absorbed and stuff like that. So it's only if you want to do that, but I don't know that that actually helps the symptoms, all right? The next thing has to do with some of the medications I mentioned before. Non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, things like ibuprofen, Motrin, etc., aspirin, those can actually help aches and pains that can come from hangovers. But you got to make sure that your doctor has said you can actually take those medications. In addition to that, remember that those can irritate the lining of your stomach, just like alcohol can as well. So you have to be thoughtful about that. One thing I would say is no Tylenol. Okay, because Tylenol with alcohol, both alcohol works on the liver, so does Tylenol. You do not want to mix those. And if you know that you have liver issues already, you probably shouldn't be drinking at all, but you also probably should be cautious with Tylenol. Again, I'm not your doctor. I wish I were, but I'm not. You got to ask your own doctor what is right for you, okay? Those are a few things that are going to help your hangover should you get one. The biggest thing, obviously, is drinking in moderation. And just know your hangover is going to go away with time. It just is. And by the way, things like cold showers and lots of coffee and all that kind of stuff, it's not going to sober you up any quicker, okay? So be mindful, be thoughtful, make responsible decisions. Guys, I hope this is helpful. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you do. I hope you are drinking responsibly. Please share this video with other people who you think might benefit from it. Let me know what you think in the comments right down below. I'm Dr. Jen Caudle, practicing family physician, on-air health expert, and video creator. I do daily videos on Facebook. Please like and follow my page on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Please subscribe to my channel. Click the little bell for updates. Also, guys, I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram and everywhere else at Dr. Jen Caudle. And go to my website, drjencaudle.com, to sign up for my free health newsletter. All right, guys. Hope this is helpful. Bye.